Hey guys, today I want to share my number one tip with you on how to beat stress. And this is very important because too much stress will eventually erode your brain and your body and destroy you. So if you can learn tips and techniques to manage stress, flush it out of your system, it's going to save you a whole lot of problems. Now, the biggest thing with stress is it is the number one trigger towards addictive behavior, whether it's, excessive cell phone usage, alcohol consumption, porn consumption, whatever it is. Stress is a major reason why you turn to other things in order to relieve yourself of it. So what I want to say here is my biggest tip on how to get rid of stress. And it's going to sound really simple, and it is, but it's a little bit harder in practice. So my number one tip is to not dwell or ruminate. Quit ruminating and quit dwelling on things that have happened to you. And the biggest issue that I see with a lot of clients that I work with is they have something, either a major life event or something that happened to them many years ago, and they play back over and over in their head. So, we're in our heads way too much. We're dwelling, we're ruminating. What does ruminating mean? It just basically means you're playing back things over and over again long after they've happened. So the big tip here is to quit dwelling and quit ruminating. And one of the ways that you can actually do that is to just catch yourself in that process. Like, think back about something that maybe happened to you a couple of days ago that pissed you off, right? You're probably still thinking about it today. We play shit over in our heads over and over again. It's crazy. Years and years after it's actually happened. So if you can manage to just let it go, that's the key. That's the tip. Quit ruminating, quit dwelling. And as you practice this, you get better at it. And you could try it the next time something pisses you off. Just think back to this video and that tip and just say, okay, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to ruminate on it. I'm going to let it go. Now, there's an example of this, and the example is if you're about to get ready to run up some stairs, you get flooded with good stress hormones, which helps you run up those stairs. When you get to the top of the stairs, you're done. And then the feel-good hormones come in and clear out the stress. But looking at a different example, if you're sitting in traffic in your car and you're stuck in gridlock and you are starting to get frustrated, you're starting to get pissed off, and you just keep going over and over in your mind about how you're stuck in that traffic, then you get overloaded with stress. And that's what we do for most of our lives. We keep it going. Like this video, it's way too long already. I'm just going on and on about it, but it's so important, right? And okay, so what we want to do is just let go. Don't dwell on it. Let it go. That's the secret. Now, I want to let you know one other thing. It can actually be really hard to let things go if your mind is in control of your life. And that's why I'm going to release a couple of videos in a couple of weeks, which are 2-minute meditation techniques. And the reason I hate meditation, but these techniques are so important, because when you practice these specific meditation techniques, it trains the part of your mind where you can just let go. And it doesn't run the show and it doesn't run your life. So many of us are run by the constant chatter and pulling of our mind. Like, we have no control over it. And that's why a lot of people, as simple as this technique sounds, will have a really hard time practicing it, because you just can't. Your mind kind of has its grip on you, right? So the meditation technique I'm going to share with you will help you train the mental muscles to rein that in and give you a little bit more control. Instead of your mind controlling you, you can sort of control your mind. And then practicing not ruminating, not dwelling on things becomes a breeze. So the next time you have a major event that totally sets you off, whether it's a fight, whatever it is that really sparks stress for you, I want you to practice not dwelling on it. Let it go. It's done. It doesn't serve you anymore. You're just holding it in for no reason, and it's going to keep causing damage if you keep holding it in. So a major event that happens, if you don't dwell on it, it has minimal stress impact on you. But if you have a tiny little issue go on and you dwell on it, it has a major impact on you. So that's my big tip. kind of long-winded around it, but you get it. It's super important, super simple, and for some reason we just never do it. We don't even think about that, right? So that's my tip to you. That's going to cut your stress down dramatically. Try it out. Let me know in the comments what you think, if this helped. And again, with anything, it takes practice. The more you practice this, it will become natural. You will get stronger. And if you double that with the meditation exercises I'm going to release, you're going to have no problem with this. And I lead a very stressful life, and this has helped me so much. One other thing I do want to mention, if you have a hard time and your mind kind of has more control over you than you'd like, and you can't stop dwelling on things, what I recommend is do not relax and just sit down and try and like relax your way out of it. You won't. Your brain's going to take over. So what I recommend is immediately after you catch yourself in that stress response, I want you to tell yourself, I'm going to stop ruminating, I'm not going to dwell on it, and then immediately go and do something physically taxing, like really heavy exercise, intense physical activity. Like, for example, I'm out here hiking in beautiful Hornby Island, absolutely gorgeous, and I'm not thinking about anything other than this beauty and this video right now. So this is a perfect example of, you have a stressful situation, you pack, you go, and you get physically active, and then it disengages that part of the brain that's linked to the constant playback of stories and all that bullshit, right? We all have been there, and unfortunately most of us are stuck in that frame of thinking. So that's the video for today. I hope that tip helped you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I want you to get the notification when the new videos come out to help enhance your life. So make sure you do that if you haven't, and I'm gonna finish this hike. Chat later.